Alright, well, I'm live. E5GE. Hold on. Let me shut. Wait, my door is shut. Alright. Sorry about that. Coker. Haven't heard that one. Haven't heard that one. Just has a ferrite rod antenna. Nothing special. There's no antenna hookups. Alright, now I got the room dark. This thing is picking up everything. Look at. I wasn't kidding when I said this thing would probably pick up the Chicago stations. Oh wow, somebody's on. No, two people are on. This is a 1965 General Electric. Hey, look at that. This is the 1965 General Electric AM/FM with auxiliary inputs receiver. That's a station in my city. Station I don't know. Man, this thing is picking up everything across the dial. There's a station like 2 miles away. Feel free to ask any questions, Q&A. That's what this kind of doubles as. Oh, really? Cool. Czech Republic coin. Looks like a pop station on AM. Doesn't come in very good. It's probably Twin Cities. I'll bet a lot of these are from the Twin Cities. Oops, that's my finger. Yeah. Yep, you're right. Luckily, no strike. I'll do an FM. I'll do an FM thing too. I have an external antenna hooked up for FM. It's the same antenna that I use for my TV. It's a TV antenna. Not outdoor, indoor. It's an indoor TV antenna. I'll bet that's camera interference, maybe. I have all the lights off in here. That's camera interference. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna do FM with no, yeah, and get everything. No filters. Alright, you're back? Oh, that's camera interference too, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Sounds like it at least.
Long-suffering, gentle. You've been listening live from here, a rebroadcast of our June 30th show for the Christmas. Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep. Why? Anna Graskamp isn't doing Capital One.
There are a few things you can do to make sure time in the
I'll be level sweetness, and I have loved you, baby.
Now the and
We know how to in men's basketball.
Alright, sure.
At Compeer.com. Compeer Financial. Equal credit opportunity.
Alright, bye.
in our culture. It gave us a hope.
Take in a tune from the Blue Canvas.
Okay. So now I guess I'll open this up. For those of you who don't believe me that it's from 65, because it says like megahertz and kilohertz on it, instead of megacycles and kilocycles. So I'll just disconnect everything that's plugged into it, which only includes the speakers. Alright, now I gotta unplug. Alright. Let's see. Oh, what do I need to get this back off? Just some normal screws, huh? Alright. Easy enough. Alright. See, I need more light in here. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we got this screw out. Now, let's get this one. Using a small screwdriver. Look at this. Tiny little guy. There won't be darkness for long. Screwdriver. Alright, well, let me try to find one. I'll tell you what I need a tripod. Let's see, I gotta get another screwdriver. There's one over here. Okay. So I need to get inside of my little workbench thing. Okay. See if this one's any better. This thing's got like the opposite of what the other one had. Rod like that. This one's got a tiny rod. This one's got a tiny base. This one's got an enormous. This one's got a massive screw thingy, and that one's just got a tiny one. Oh, and now these screws are really easy to get out. Okay. No, this is way easier. And you just slide that up, and then you pull it out. Three of 65. Alright, now we need to get the knobs off. March 10th of 1965 or October 3rd, 1965. Gotta get something like this. Okay, I guess wherever that thing went. There they are. There we are. Now, let me guess the screws in the bottom, because there's screws all over the place. Yep. I've taken this thing apart several times. Why am I surprised? So, the electrolytics in this thing are obviously pretty old. I don't think they're replacements. I can look to see if they're replacements at all. But I can tell you this, they're pretty old. It's got germanium transistors, which is also an indication that 10365 thing might be a date code. I'm pretty sure it is. I haven't looked it up in Radio Museum, because I don't think there is anything in Radio Museum. Nothing that I found, at least. Radio Museum is like my go-to area for finding things about radios that I get. I'm sorry, this darkness won't be much longer. I just realized that I'm gonna have to put this thing all back together when I'm done. That wasn't a happy thought. But for YouTube, I guess. This is right out. I wonder if they use this chassis in any table sets, because it really looks like they could have, but I don't think they did. That filter right there. Who makes that? I can look. See all that stuff? Five gain tuning capacitor. Would that be a 5 gain tuning capacitor? There's 5 areas. There's 4 that you can do all that with, and then there's an extra one. Maybe a screw follower. Oh, I guess it doesn't have any germanium transistors. It's got also supplies. Some of them, I guess it's got a mix of germanium in those things. Got. Oh, is this a hot chassis then? If it's like that. And we got a fuse. Fuse looks okay. And all those IFs. This must be a high-end set. Well, not high-end, but it definitely wasn't low-end. Definitely doesn't look low-end. Yeah, that's a germanium right there. Must be audio output, maybe? If it's got a heatsink on it. Is that a... That looks like a top hat. That looks like it might be a top hat. Kind of shaped that way at the bottom. Alright, let's get this filter out of here. Only 2 inputs. Huh. It's the biggest capacitor. That's why I'm assuming it's a filter. Yeah, this definitely hasn't been unscrewed since 1965. It's so hard, even on the big torque screwdriver. It's not a very good camera. For on my card. Alright, you guys can look at the look at the tuning thing. That is a tight, very tight dial cord. I'm happy about that. Because if it wasn't, I would be mad. I only have one radio that has a bad dial cord. Or at least one that needs like a for sure replacement. It's a Zenith set. It's not that big Zenith, but it's a little portable Zenith from about 1963. Like a battery operated radio. It's pretty big. It's transistor. Pretty big for a battery operated radio. It's nothing. It's not a pocket radio, I guess. Oh, that went down through that crack right there. Oopsies. I like how they labeled everything like AC, and then both of those say AC. Yep. Both of those say AC. They label all these inputs. That might be kind of cool if you're storing one. Is this one big heatsink? And what is that? set used to be my like main set. Call it a set. It's not a TV, it's a radio. A radio set. Alright, well, I got it out. Let's have the first look with you guys. Elna, 25 volts and 2,200 microfarads. Farads, whatever one. I don't care. Probably asbestos. Sniff that. All those inputs back there. Put all that wiring back there. There's another heat sinked transistor, and yeah, that looks like a possible top hat transistor with a heat sink on it. Those might be the two main audio outputs. Here's our external antenna connection things. Oh. Uh-oh. I didn't disconnect the external antenna, so that means that the thing's just ripped out. I'm gonna say on that one. I'm gonna count the transistors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. How many are on that board? I don't see any on that board. One that I recognize. Was I at 9? Okay, so 10. 11. Oh yeah, I think these things are transistors. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 transistors. That's quite a bit. Looking for date codes on anything and everything. And I don't see any. So I think 10365 is our best guess. So take a guitar. Oh yep, that wheel does spin. Yeah, it spins. At least that one's. Oh, look at that. There's gears. Those gears. So when I turn the knob to make the channel go down, this spins that way, but then those things have to spin down like that. So then they set up gears down there. It's like, wow, that isn't that ever cool. High quality. Alright, well, this is the end of this